Hey traders, hope you're having a good weekend. Just wanted to do a quick update on Ethereum. I think I might have seen something on another chart, and it might be at least interesting to look at, but just wanted to talk really kind of in retrospect, or really just what's happened since we talked about the bearish grab pattern, since we had the short up here, right? You had two times to enter. I mean, that was it, the 3618 fib extension. Couldn't go any higher. Very near the, very close to the 1414 fib extension. Okay, from X to A, and B to C was 3618. Okay, so since then, with the bearish divergence on both oscillators, daily divergence on the MACD, the rising wedge, the horizontal line resistance, the upsloping resistance, overwhelming amounts of coinciding variables, we sold off real quick, hit the 382, but then chopped along for a while, ended up forming a smaller cipher, bearish cipher pattern before dumping again to finally hit that second target. All right, so now we're from the second target running up again. Why? Because from this low point to high point, I believe we hit the 1272 down here at 150, 149. All right, so we're beginning to rally. Okay, I just plotted a downsloping channel, whatever, to try to make sense of what kind of structure we're developing after this impulse up. Now we're impulsing down slowly, methodically, and we could go as high as 177 if we wanted to, if we were to maintain prices within the structure that is down sloping right now. So you could go much higher and then eventually sell off again. And what we expect is the 886, right? Right around $139. It's not out of the realm possibility if Bitcoin wants to dump. But the thing is, if Bitcoin runs the upside, this thing's going to have a nice move too. Okay. It's not like XRP. XRP just doesn't care anymore. It just doesn't want to perform even if Bitcoin goes up. But Ethereum still playing ball with Bitcoin price action a lot. So as you can see, man, since the bottom down here, 149, we're back up to 165, actually kind of moving as we speak to session highs. All right, so yeah, again, after you hit your targets, people take their profit. This thing, tends to move up. There wasn't really any kind of divergence. I mean, I guess you could argue this low and this low. Yeah, we had like ever so slight bullish divergence. But again, we were hitting fib nodes, different fib nodes, 618s and 1272s from different anchor points, all right? So that's another reason why we could have bounced. And I'm sure it had something to do with Bitcoin moving up too, right? So great, man. This is great news. This was like the best one, all right? Bitcoin, it definitely was some nebulous stuff going on, like when we will dump and all that. We ended up showing that daily bearish divergence on the RSI for Bitcoin. That helped give us a little forewarning about the $500 move down. But, other people are going to argue it was the Tether, Bitfinex news, FUD, all right, and all that. So, okay, so great news on the bearish crab. We've hit the second target, and we could just wait for the third. Most of the profit should be out, right? The trade is, for the most part, completely successful. All right. So now we say, all right, well, what's next, Ray? Who cares about what happened? Even though, you wait and we just hit this target. What's next? Exactly. This is what I think could be possibly brewing for Ethereum. Which one was it? Yes, perfect. Okay. So what could be developing currently is potential bullish bat pattern. And it'll take us a while to get down here, right? I mean, this thing could run up as high as it wanted to. It's probably going to still, though, make a lower high than the previous high, all right? So we're making consecutive lower highs now. Might happen again before we sell off. And why do I really like this? Well, first off, most of the touch points are perfect except the X-Day retrace to be 54% when you're looking for 50%, which it's not that big a deal. What I really like about this is how perfect the 886 is in this situation. Watch. Oh, would you look at that? Yes, how perfect it is. I didn't even mess with this. I'd plotted this. I was like, it can't be a Gartley because the retrace isn't deep enough. Okay, the B retrace isn't deep enough to be a Gartley, which would give us the 786 where we'd bounce, which was higher, but it just wasn't perfect. And then I was like, all right, it's the bat. It's got to be the bat. And so when I plotted it, I'm like, hey, what about that upsloping support? And then I plotted it. I'm like, oh my God, it's like perfect. And there's like more support down here too, like a lot more support down here that you could hold, confluence of the fib, the fib node and the support. So yeah, man, we're gonna patiently be waiting for 139, which hilariously is the third target of the bearish crab pattern. I mean, it may not play out, but this is how you do it. You plot your harmonics, you give them time, you set up your alerts, and when you start hearing the beep, you say, hey man, we're getting close to entry, time to be monitoring this asset more for that entry for our positions, so we can set up our limit buys and all that and check the macro and everything that goes along with scanning. All right, so we'll be looking for 138 for a potential entry on Ethereum, but it could take time again where we could run up, or 165, 170, and then we sell off again, and we're eventually looking for that lower low, lower high, until we get to this PCZ, what we like to call the pattern completion zone for the harmonic, the PCZ. So that's about it, man. That's what I think about Ethereum in retrospect, and this is what I think about it potentially for the future. All right. So if you enjoyed this quick update on Ethereum, hit that like button, that bell, that sub, drop a comment in the section below. Give me some feedback, man. All right. So until next time, respect the TA.